In today's news, government plans to shift investor powers to the trade minister. Inaugural Pen Pal Day links students from 4 local schools. New plane will enhance Cape Air service, boost regional travel. Cyclists and bikers unite to honor KEON FREDRICKS' legacy. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay home.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Friday, May 23rd, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola within the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us, and a happy Friday's wish to all. Recognizing the need to create an enabling environment that facilitates the development and growth of business, government is creating, they say, a more supportive and business-friendly environment that allows businesses to thrive. And according to the Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Whitley, over the past year, they have done exactly that. This was one of the achievements listed by the Premier when he delivered his second State of the Territory address this week at Marias by the Sea. The Premier highlighted that in 2024, government introduced a new micro, small, and medium enterprises policy, which included the MSME grant program. This initiative, he said, offers grants to help local businesses overcome financial barriers and support their initial growth. Meanwhile, the Premier stated that through the Department of Trade, Investment and Promotion, as well as Consumer Affairs, his administration has been in negotiations with the H. Lively Stout Community College and an international university to ensure a continuous flow of innovative knowledge within the territory.
This knowledge will be used to enhance the competitiveness of the local businesses and explore new underdeveloped sectors with the focus of diversifying the economy. Negotiations are in the final stages. The Trade Department is also establishing a mentorship program, which will be launched in June 2025. Established entrepreneurs will be able to provide guidance and expertise to upcoming businesses, with a strong focus on improving the success rate of startups. Work is progressing to reestablish the Consumer Affairs section of the Trade Department, as well as an innovation hub where entrepreneurs can be trained in areas such as marketing, fiscal management, human resource management, and customer experience management. Within this innovation hub, we are creating a business establishment unit that will assist with such things as logo design, business plans, and financial statements. This initiative, in collaboration with financial institutions, aims to improve the success rate of entrepreneurs securing loans. Efforts are also being made to expedite the processing time of trade licenses.
As it relates to the Virgin Islands Investment Act 2021, Premier Wheatley noted that government has been working on revisions to this legislation, which will transfer authority to the minister from the Trade Commission.
This centralization of authority is aimed at making changes that align trade policies with broader economic development goals, ensuring a strategic approach to fostering investment and economic growth in the Virgin Islands. The plan is to create a stronger institutional policy and operational foundation among the government agencies responsible for trade before the reestablishment of the Trade Commission. This will ensure that when established, the Trade Commission can function efficiently with a strong supporting policy, operational structure, and mandate. Substantial amendments are also being made to the investment and residency programs to create a more responsive and agile regulatory environment capable of adapting to the dynamic needs of both local and international investors. A two-tier approach process for foreign and local investors will be introduced, which will be seamlessly integrated into a one-stop service approach. The Director of Investment Promotion is on board to spearhead and drive the launch of our investment promotion agency that will promote a more business-friendly, efficient, and proactive one-stop support service for local and foreign investors.
The Eslin Henry Roche Learning Center has launched its inaugural Pen Pal Day to increase awareness of exceptional students to their counterparts across the territory. Now, this initiative was launched on Wednesday, May 21st at the Valerie Road Thomas Community Center in Seacoast Bay through a partnership with the Francis Lettsome, Ebenezer Thomas, as well as the Leonora Delville Primary Schools. The goal of the Pen Pal initiative is to foster meaningful and lasting friendships and support the personal, social, and academic development of all students involved. Lead coordinator of this initiative, Ms. Elaine Malone-Lewis, said students at the center initially reached out to the students of the Francis Lettsome and Leonora Delville Primary School, and the initiative snowballed when a response was received. Ms. Malone-Lewis said, and I quote, "I am just thankful to everyone involved that played their part to make this day a success, and we pray that it will continue. We want the students to have long-lasting friendships." Now, the launch included Pen Pal assignments followed by a series of engaging indoor and outdoor activities. The students met each other in person for the first time since becoming pen pals and engaged in interactive games and team-building exercises. The day culminated with a shared lunch among the students. The aim is to have students continue bonding and develop the friendships that they have forged. Cape Air has launched its Tecnam P-2012 traveler aircraft in the Caribbean, aiming to improve regional connectivity and provide a more comfortable travel experience.
Cape Air has officially deployed its Tecnam P-2012 Traveler aircraft to the Caribbean market. The aircraft will begin operating on select Cape Air routes, enhancing connectivity and offering passengers a more comfortable and modern travel experience. It made its first visit to the BVI earlier this month and was welcomed in grand fashion. The aircraft is designed to meet the growing demand for efficient and reliable regional air travel. Cape Air's president and CEO, Linda Markham, expressed enthusiasm about the aircraft's introduction to the Caribbean, emphasizing its ability to enhance travel across the region. She said that her team is confident that this new addition to its fleet will provide an exceptional flying experience for both passengers and communities served. The aircraft features several passenger-friendly amenities, including air conditioning, USB ports, armrests, cup holders, fresh air outlets, and additional legroom, ensuring a comfortable flight experience. Bobby Falcon, Managing Director of Cape Air's Caribbean operations, highlighted the significance of the launch, noting that it represents the airline's continued commitment to expanding its services in the region. Jacko Wooding, 284 News.
Up next, Higher BVI Career Summit 2025 takes center stage, and New Sunrise Airways CEO aims to drive growth across the Caribbean market. We have much more coming right up. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
My name is Henry Bosch. I work for PPG. I'm here to explain to you the use of the Deltron NXT paint line and Enviro-based high performance, one being solvent-borne and the next being waterborne. The difference is that one is totally manufactured with rosins and thinners and all the good stuff that solvents bring versus our new technology, which is waterborne, which is 100% latex. What we're gonna do is that we reduce the solvent-borne with a DT885, which is a mid-temp reducer, and the waterborne uses T494, which is a waterborne reducer. We will today be using either DCU 2042, which is a speed clear, or we will be using DCU 2021, which is a classic. We have here our equipment. We have 8-ounce measuring cups, and we also have our 32-ounce mixing cup. We will also have with us our Venturi. This is a blower for us to dry the waterborne paint, which speeds up the process. The good thing about waterborne paint is that as soon as it evaporates, you're good to go. So now Gilligan will dilute the waterborne paint with the waterborne reducer. We made 8 ounces, that would be 1.6 ounce. It always has to be properly mixed until we get an even mixture within the paint mixing cup. So when we spray, we don't see uneven coats of color. So right now we're filling our paint gun with 8 ounces of diluted paint. We're gonna see how far 8 ounces will take us. Waterborne paint seems to look blotchy on your first coat. Don't pay no mind to that. Don't try to achieve full coverage on your first spray. Excellent. Let it dry. So the process in waterborne is 2 even coats, and then we have what we call a dust coat. Well, now we're gonna have Mr. Brown apply the first coat of clear on his waterborne panel. We'll let it flash off, and then he'll come back and coat it with his second coat to finish it off. As you have seen in the previous shots, we had a little blotchiness, and you'll see some patches. That's all due on purpose to sandpaper to prove that with Enviro-based high performance, all technicians, the body work has to end at 800 grit or plus. Well, Enviro-based is like we're trying to shift everyone into that slowly but surely. The entire west coast of the United States and all of Canada has already been on waterborne for the past 10 years. And now soon it'll be the eastern seaboard, which covers the Caribbean. So when that happens, we'll all be affected. So it's best to start now, start trying and applying waterborne, because eventually everyone will be on it. And referring to technicians, it's less harmful because it doesn't have all the toxic chemicals that solvent-borne paints do.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. The Virgin Islands Alzheimer's Association, the New Life Baptist Church, Save the Seed Energy Center, and SHRM Trustees Limited are partnering together to host Ride for Life 2025, and all are inviting cyclists, motorcycles, and the public to ride for life in the loving memory of KEON FREDRICKS on Saturday, 31st May. Now, Henderson Tittle and Edna Williams spoke on this upcoming event in a recent interview.
Well, it's going to start off with our registration, and our registration is actually about 11 o'clock, and we're looking to do that registration. It's free. We just want you to register your name, number, and an email, because if you don't have a license, we want to follow up to make sure that you get your license, because the whole idea of the event is to get the boys regularized and get them on par with their license, insurance, safety, and stuff like that. We move off from Save the Seed, I say about 12:30, the ride begins. We have a ride marshal, that's the gentleman, Mr. Foy, who will be leading the match. We have the police also who will be with us. The insurance will be on spot to make sure that the boys are insured. We have the license department, hopefully will be on spot also. We make our first stop right outside Save the Seed where the first young man died. Then we come around the Dolphin, make our next stop, all the way up through. So what we're gonna do when we reach where a young man passed or the accident, we're gonna stop, lyric, and then, say maybe a blessing and then move on until we reach Beef Island. We come back after we reach Beef Island, come back to Save the Seed, where we're going to have our closing remarks. Before we leave Save the Seed, however, the police will have a presentation. Also, the Alzheimer's Association will highlight the importance of wearing your helmet, and because it messes with your brains, and Edna will talk more about that. But the day should be a fun day also, but a very educational day when it comes to riding in the BVI, because we have some of the experts who know about the riding who will be talking about it. We are just the hosts.
Mr. Tittle also highlighted the various prizes being awarded.
Well, we're looking for the young man who can ride responsively, the young man who can ride respectfully. And we're looking for a young man whose bike, it's in top shape, good condition. The young man himself, he's licensed, he's insured, he have his helmet. And then what we will do, we'll pay for his insurance for the next year. Make sure you have the license for the next year, and make sure you have a helmet. Also, there's a second prize and there's a third prize in that range. We decide to add that to it, just to put a little twist to it, and we're hoping by next year, when more people come on board, we'll be able to do it from a larger scale. Because we're hoping to tap into the cycle association that they have here, so that we can all come together and do this. So this is just the beginning of what we have.
Additionally, there will be 50 helmets being given away.
Yes, and we want to say thanks to the boys, gas station, ENIS rental, also SHRM, who is our platinum sponsors. They make sure that we can purchase some helmet from my brother Pookie, and we're ready. I just got to go pick those helmets up. I love those helmets. There's one that I want to encourage the young men to wear. That's the full helmet, that it covers your face, not the turtle shell. I mean, I rather see you in your turtle shell than don't see you. But if I have a choice, I think the helmet that I want to, and I want to say this right now to those who are viewing, if you are viewing us, I want to ask you, please, you can sponsor a helmet, a full helmet for a young man. You can just talk to the guy who bring the helmet in, and we're good to go.
For the full interview, visit all Tweet4 media platforms. A full day of panel discussions, keynote speakers, masterclass sessions, and networking opportunities for all. The Career Summit 2025, being hosted by Higher BVI, promises to be an uplifting and inspiring day of professionals ranging from college students to young professionals as well as seasoned professionals. The event is being held on June 20th at Maria's by the Sea. KDN Farquharson, corporate trainer and masterclass presenter at Higher BVI, alongside masterclass presenter and lead consultant at Todman Bay Consulting, Mrs. Marcia M. Smith, spoke on the upcoming summit. Farquharson firstly spoke on Higher BVI's milestone of achieving its 10-year anniversary.
It is surreal. It is surreal. And I obviously wasn't a part of Higher BVI from inception, but I've been there almost half of the time. So I am feeling so privileged and so blessed to be able to celebrate this milestone this year. A lot of businesses don't make it to 10 years. And the fact that we're here in our 10th year, thriving, not just surviving, but thriving, and being able to think of new ways to impact our territory, this is just amazing. We usually do our Career Expo at this time of the year, but since it's year 10, why not do something bigger and better?
Totally agree.
Which is how the idea to do the Career Summit came about.
A part of the 10-year anniversary celebrations, Higher BVI has decided to host an impactful career summit. Farquharson spoke about what persons can expect.
It is going to be an impactful day with persons that you see in your day-to-day lives, and you are going to be blown away by the level of speakers. Mrs. Smith being one of them. We're so excited to have her there with us. We're going to hear from industry professionals. We'll have Dr. Mike Turnbull from the Wellness Center, Mrs. Arlene Thompson-Smith, Mrs. Arlene Penn. We will have Miss Marcia Stubbs from 5 Doctors Medical and Wellness. So we will have experts in their respective fields come out and talk to us about so many different things. One of the things I'm most excited about is our panel discussion, our first panel discussion, which will feature members from diverse cross-sections of our society. So we'll have someone from the Department of Labor, we'll have someone from the government of HR, we will have from CCT, we will have the Chief Technical Officer, because we want to talk about what the future of work will look like, not just for the territory, but overall, what does that look like for us? We've seen an upsurgence in the usage of AI and other technological advancements. How will that translate for us? What do we need to do to prepare our workforce, not just as employers, but also as job seekers? What do we need to do to stay ahead of the curve?
Mrs. Marcia M. Smith of Todman Bay Consulting shared what she will be focusing on in her masterclass presentation.
It is a great milestone to be able to achieve 10 years and being able to participate in the summit. We have been, we're excited to be able to do that. What we're going to be doing for the master class is focusing on the supervisors and managers, the current supervisors and managers, and doing strategic leadership, but helping them really to understand and to focus on being more proactive and less reactive, but really having a vision for what they see for their organization and being able to lead the organization. The thing is that we want them to be able to cultivate the type of organization, but of course we do that through its employees. Mm-hmm. So we need them to be able to lead their employees in a way that benefits the entire organization. Having the employees feel appreciated, having them feel a part of, and especially in this day and age, we want to make sure that they are really feeling a part of the team, feeling the unity, and so the strategic leadership aspect really is important.
For persons wishing to register, there are early bird specials.
So registration is completed through our website, hirebvi.com. Once you go there, you will see a tab that says Career Summit right on the homepage. Mm-hmm. Once you click on that, that gives you the full breakdown of the day's activities. It lists who our speakers are and what they'll be presenting on. It has the full day agenda and also the opportunity to register. The registration fee is $295. However, until May 31st, there is an early bird rate, and that's only $250. So you only have a few more days left to take advantage of that early bird special. And we encourage organizations to give us a call. If you have multiple persons that you would like to sponsor, give us a call and we'll talk about a special rate.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Up next, viewers, the Enid Adams pupils ready for Little Mr. and Miss Hawk Pride stage. We have the details of this coming right up. We'll be right back.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all so much for sticking with us. Sunrise Airways has named Gary Stone as its new Chief Executive Officer, bringing over 30 years of global aviation experience to the role. Stone previously served as Vice President and Regional GM for Latin America and the Caribbean at Sabre Corporation, where he oversaw revenues of over $110 million. This appointment marks a broader leadership transition at the airline. Founder Felipe Bayard will become chairman, continuing to provide strategic oversight with a focus on regional partnership and sustainable Caribbean growth. Stone, a Connecticut native raised in Puerto Rico, began his career at American Airlines and has held leadership roles at FREDRICKS International and other regional aviation companies. He holds a degree in computer science from St. Thomas University. Sunrise Airways operates under 3 air operator certificates in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and the Eastern Caribbean. The excitement is building for the Little Mr. and Miss Hawk Pride pageant this Saturday at 7 bright young students from the ENIS Adams Primary School prepare to take the stage. Ahead of the event, our 284 Media's Jocko Whitting sat down with the contestants for a series of interviews to get to know them better and to find out what makes each of them extremely special.
We have in the building the contestants of Little Mr. and Miss Hawk Pride pageant over at the ENIS Adams Primary School. We are going to meet the lovely contestants, 7 of them.
My name is Zachary Grant. I'm representing grade 4 SB. I like the activities and being with the other contestants.
What's your favorite subject at school?
Social studies.
What do you like about social studies?
The government.
Who do you look up to and why?
I look up to my principal, Mr. Thurman, because me and him share the same birthday and he's funny and serious at the same time.
My name is Detroit Hector, and then I am your contestant number 2.
When you grow up, what do you want to be?
I like to grow up as a doctor.
A doctor? Why do you want to be a doctor?
I'll help people also.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Okay, why do you like math?
I learn about multiplication, divide, and times.
If you could change one thing in the world to make it better, what would you change?
Everything.
You would change everything?
Yeah.
My name is Leron Francis. I am 9 years old. I am in grade 4 DF and I am contestant number 3. What I like most about being in this pageant is building up my confidence, having fun, and for the experience. I want to be a firefighter when I grow up, so I can rescue and protect people and animals who are in danger.
My name is Orlana Prescott. I am 10 years old and I am in grade 4 EP.
What do you like most about being in this pageant?
I like dressing up in pretty outfits and being on stage. I want to be a human resources manager so I could help people.
If you could change one thing about the world, anything at all, what would it be?
To make sure everyone has food.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jada Shabina Basu. I am 8 years old. I attend ENIS Adams Primary School. I am in grade 3 MM and I am contestant number 2. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher to teach my students mathematics.
Who is someone you look up to and what do you like about them?
I look up to my teacher. What I like about her is that she inspires us to learn.
My name is Tina Lige and I am your contestant number 3.
Tell me, what's your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject is social studies.
What do you want to be when you grow up and why?
A teacher to help children to learn.
Who is someone you look up to and what do you like about them?
My mom, because she takes care of me every single day.
My name is Kia Marie Manaya Bruli. I am 9 years old. I am contestant number 4 in the Little Mr. and Miss Hawk Pride pageant. What I like most about being in my school pageant is rehearsing my talent because I love what I do for my talent. My favorite subject at school is language arts and science.
Tell me, who is someone you look up to and what do you like about them?
The person that I look up to is my mother. What I like about my mother is she is kind, she is loving, she deals with the elderly, she encourages me, and she supports me.
That is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable weekend. A happy Friday. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.